Hello, everyone. This is Roberto here with an update on the short wrestling horror game that I'm making called The Wrestling Curse. So we're just gonna play it and kind of talk about what needs to be worked on, what I've been working on, these type of things. So as you can see, the menu's a little different. I literally just I'm still trying to figure out the menu. This I've actually just been working on for like 15 minutes. Literally, I was like working on it like 30 minutes ago. So I'm not quite sure how the menu's gonna look. So I'm just throwing around ideas. So right now, I'm just leaving it like this, but it looks fine. I haven't done anything with the options yet. The UI is pretty identical. So we're gonna pre-loading. The loading screen here, I really wanna put the tutorials of the controls of what the controls are in the game. This would probably be a good place to put that there. And I put a fun little quote here from a make believe wrestler. Uh, Past few days, I've been working on the intro a little bit. Obviously, it's not finished, you know, but I'm trying to just throw stuff out there just to kind of get ideas for what would work. Um, Even the music, I'm not quite sure how I think about it, but it's something. I like this. I think this is cool. The shot of the school and the title. Okay. Okay, this is not final. That will probably change. Probably. I'm testing out different things out here. What I really have to work on, though, is getting voice acting. None of this really makes sense to anyone until the voice acting comes in. So for the next month, that's probably what I'm going to be working on. Is the voice acting for the main character, which is the woman who you play, and a voice actor for this particular wrestler here. So uh, that should be fun. We'll see if anyone wants to do it. People always talked about like AI voiceovers and stuff like that. I want to use like real actors, even if they're brand new, even if they don't know what they're doing. Like, that's I enjoy that experience. I don't really want to do AI for the voiceover, but I don't know. We'll see how it works out. So as you can see, I've been working more on this little intro here. Her getting out of the car. Uh, it's almost there, but not quite. I made up a name for the school. So you got the little P dangling. A little bit of light there. Hopefully this works. I'll have to fix that flashlight there. Now, oh my bad. Now, the biggest thing I've been trying to figure out is this here. So you see how the flashlight goes up and down now? Before it was just you can look up, but the flashlight doesn't look up. And dude, you look it up on YouTube, and it makes it seem so simple, but for some reason it took me weeks, man. Like, maybe because I just have so much stuff, so many files or something, made it a little bit more difficult. But like, because when I started this, I wanted to either have the actual controls to be like either Leon from Resident Evil 2, where the flashlight is above head, or Alan Wake, where the light is sort of near the hip. And I wasn't sure which one I wanted to do, so I ended up with Leon with the flashlight above the head. And this is something I've been working on for like a month, trying to get it to that point. It's not, it's not there. Like I don't like the fact that her arm is blocking your camera. So I have to change that and look at that. What else did I change? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you can also see there's a tank for narrative reasons. There's a tank that went through the wall. The way I did that is literally breaking the wall. I mean, I use fracture, which is a destructible environment thing. So I literally just use that to break the wall, and then have the wall that broke be just a single mesh. Okay, so being able to zoom in on the flashlight and be able to look at things, actually look at things like up and down, is something I really wanted, just so you can like look and read at stuff. That was far more difficult with the previous update because I didn't have that. Another thing I have to look at is my camera keeps going behind the wall. Maybe I could show you. I'll pass through all this. Oh, can't see. Where we'll do this. I don't like that. I, I've been looking at like ChatGPT and just looking at different ways to stop having the camera do that. I haven't I couldn't get it to work yet, so that's something I have to work on. So I don't know. I like the way it looks there. I haven't really worked on the bathroom, so we're just gonna keep moving. I've worked on the stairs. I need to add light. It's too dark. Um, Even the textures, they're not stretching anymore. That was nice. This was an issue from like every version of. So when I was walking this way, I had it. Wait a minute. Okay, I had it on loop, so she would always be moving, even if you weren't moving, like the character. So I was able to do a blend space and have her walk and then stop. She'll be able to stop. Once again, I don't want this and how she rotates. I don't like that. So I have to figure that out. Alright. Once again, just being able to point your light at stuff, actually pointing at it, is nice. I really wanted that, man. I fought to really try to make that work. This, similar to that previous wall, when you go here, like, your character should not be able to do that. Now, you can go left and right, which I tried. I stopped because I have invisible walls, so you can't really go out like that, or go left and right. But I'm sure there's a better way, and I have to figure out that better way. Alright. Once again, I have to really figure out this wall thing. This is terrible. Okay, what else did I've asked, I'm pretty sure I'd already said I've added stuff here in the previous video. Okay, worked on the door, worked on the stairs. Let me see. We're gonna keep moving. We just adjusted this floor a little bit, so each room is a little bit more smaller, but I didn't really put anything in it yet. Messing around with lighting, messing around with different ways. You could kind of just. Oh, wait a minute, how you do this? Okay. Now I have to. I have to mention something here. Okay, so what you have there is a sleeping pig. I have decided that every time I make a game, I have to put a sleeping pig in it. Somehow, somewhere. I don't know why. I just find it hilarious. It was in my last little game, and I'm putting it in this one. And I appreciate the fact that it has the principal's office on top. Alright, so trying out, different little bit of lighting with the blue, seeing how it works out. Um, this I worked on a little bit as well, this particular cutscene. It was lighting, and then she takes out her phone and takes a picture of the wrestler. Oh man, none of this makes sense, but hopefully when I get voice actors, it will make sense. It's just I'm trying to get the levels going, the mechanics going, trying to be able to play the game from beginning to end. Um, so you have a little scene. She takes a little picture, a little lighting. By the way, the just a simple set of the story is this is a haunted school. If you go to this picture here of a deceased wrestler and say wrestling is fake 3 times, he haunts you. That's the game. It, it, I make it a little bit more complicated, but that's the basics of it. All right. Also, what I've been trying to work on is when you get out of the cutscene into gameplay, I've tried to make a more smoother transition. It's not like you could tell like the camera is like above her and it should be behind her, and that's something I've also been working on as well. Why the flashlight's not working, I don't know. All right. And we're seeing a bit of a flashback. I have to tone down his lighting. Too strong. Or in this case, lower the detail, to help out performance. All right, so what I've changed is this is the principal's office. And for people who have seen the video before, um, the school's not doing well when it comes to kids' education, like they're failing. So they're trying to figure out a way to have the kids do better. So they told them, hey, if you guys get good grades, we'll get you a wrestling match. That's. I haven't even done anything with this yet. I have to figure out what to do with that. Yeah, it's too generic. And this is the classroom where the kids are taking the tests. I don't think the only thing I've added were the walls for the desk, whatever. I think that's the only thing I've added. Once again, most of my time was on the mechanics. Like that's really a lot of what I've been working on, and just working on the levels. And damn flashlight. We're gonna keep moving. We're keep moving. So I did this thing where when you see these flashbacks, you're you're gonna see a white light, signifying that you're seeing a flashback. Before there was no white light; it just showed up, and I thought, that doesn't look good. Maybe just have a white light just to let you know that something's about to happen. And then what happens? They pass the test, and they celebrate. Christmas going nuts. The lighting on that looks bad, but yeah, we'll work on it. We'll go down here. Another thing I've been working on was if whoever watches this saw the last previous update, there was a wrestling match, an actual wrestling match. So that's something that I've been working on as well. So it looks a little bit more better from a lighting perspective. Now you have the crowd here, excited, watching this match. A little bit camera. You have the principal there. He's doing the commentary for the match, and people are enjoying themselves. They're having fun with the match. I worked on the animation a little bit. It's not perfect. It has a lot to do with like just the root bone being movable, and it looks like they're sliding all over the place. So I have to take a look at that. But it's a lot better. I like it. It looks good to me, and I like the crowd too. You know, I made sure that their details are very very small, or not good, or not good, but low details. Now this one I'm still figuring out. I still have the. I also worked on animation that when the helicopter comes down, she does this animation of, just the timing is all off though. Shaking of the camera. I'm just waiting for this to. Yeah, so being able to go in and out of that animation of her sort of preparing herself for the wind of the helicopter and then going back to the regular animation is something that I've also been working on. Once again, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like a lot of my time has been working on that. Uh, these parts I've actually not been really working on that much, other than this. Oh, well, that's a lie. There are aspects of it that changed. So when this scene is over, it uh window whatever comes down, letting you know, okay, it's time to move on. I've also worked on this too. So if you remember from the previous video that a tank went through the wall, just made it with a slow motion, some fire, and just make it a little bit more spectacle. You know, I think it looks alright. I think it looks cool. I don't know how other people think about it, but I haven't even touched this part where yeah, it's still the same from last video. I don't know why it's still funny to me. Don't mind the bell. I have to fix that. And then he just whacks him. But I do appreciate, once again, I appreciate the fact that I'm able to now point. I was not able to do that before, so once again, to most people it's a very small thing, but you have no idea how many hours I put into trying to figure that out. You have to figure out the right skeleton, that kind of thing. I haven't really done. Oh, that's a lie. This whole thing's a lie. Uh, I've adjusted the scene when you head towards the bell here a little bit. I made it first person instead of third person. It still needs a lot of work. Yeah. Then you go back to the normal world, where I've also been working on as well. Nothing for this particular scene, but I'll show you in a second. So as we open up, so we're delirious. Now in the previous video, it just had this animation here. It didn't shift to anything else, which was what I was trying to learn for the past month. So when I stop, she stops. She goes back to idle. So when I keep moving, she goes back into that animation. I spent like the month trying to figure that out. Watching YouTube videos, just like trying to figure it out. But that was something that really meant a lot to me because it makes it a little bit more realistic. So she's trying to go through this door. The door closes, and we have the introduction of our wrestler. Now, this is the chase scene. I have to fix that. The door, for whatever reason, does not close. You see it close now, but during the cutscene, it stayed in a weird angle. And I have to fix that. I don't know what's going on with that. And then I added a little bit of tense music. Don't know if that's going to be in the final version. I also am working on this here. So when you go here, he breaks through the wall. And then a boulder falls down, blocking you. And then you run. You run. Go here. She messes up her leg. Once again, in the previous video, she was always in this animation here. She never went to any other animation. Now when I stop, she goes into her idle animation. That was something that was very important to me. We're just gonna keep running. And then you have the end here. So she falls on her she falls on her face. Oh god. And then the cop says something like, "Oh, another one of these kids thinking wrestling's fake, huh?" Like some snarky remark or something. Then you find her in a hospital. Not finished, by the way. So she's in a hospital and she's like, "I did this for like $300. Give me my $300. Give me my $300." And the person she was on the phone with gives her the $300. I know this makes no sense, but I swear, when you get voice actors, it will make sense. A little bit more sense. But it's not over yet. She's relaxing, thinking that it's all over. You don't hear anything. You don't hear the beep anymore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She thought it was over. She thought the whole thing was over. Once we got to the scene. This is taking longer than it should be. It'll end up being fixed. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They were all wrestlers this whole time. I swear, and then it's the end. That's it. Oh, man. Like I said, when I get voice actors, hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense. But yeah, that's it. That's the update for this game. The next time I make a video, I will hopefully have voice actors to kind of just bring it more back to life. More music, sound effects. So, oh my god. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. You take care. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the Steam keys that I put out there for you guys. Whoever has them, hey, you know what? Have fun, man. You know, I don't need those keys, so it's all good. So thank you very much and take care.